to my channel. For those of you who are watching for the first time, welcome. Please like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so you're the first person to know when the next video is out. And for those of you who are returning subscribers, welcome back. Dismal fail, okay guys. So what happened was I did a Q&A on Instagram, and then I got quite a number of responses, and then I didn't save any of those responses, but I do remember some of them. So what I decided to do is, instead of now responding to the one-on-one questions that I received, I just decided, well, let's just do a sit down and let's chat, basically, because technology failed me, I failed myself, I failed you guys. So that's what I'll be doing in this video. Ew, I'm so embarrassed, guys. Can you imagine? Like, I need to do better as a person. I need to do better. Like, ayiko londo. Guys, I literally spent over an hour trying to figure it out. Izoluba, where do I find these answers? You ihlazo, guys. But anyways, it's in the past now. We are dealing with the present. So basically, what a lot of people wanted to know was, okay, is Umabulu going to be featuring on the channel? I think he will, as soon as I figure out because he moves around a lot. So it's really difficult to not watch what he's doing, because he puts things in his mouth, he falls and stumbles, yonke lonto. So it will be very difficult to sort of figure out my placement. Okay, is that he may be on my lap, and then he'll pull things on my face, my clothes, hair, etc. But he'll definitely feature. And I think what I need to focus on more are the vlogs. Like, I really suck at remembering even to record, because sometimes I'm in Dodwa and I need to get consent yabantu endihamba nabo usually to record. So I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of that. And then I got a lot of, how is it being umakoti? Well, guys, look, there's been a shift, definitely, a good shift. So into yoba kunjani uba ngumakoti andiyazi uba ndiyiphendule kanjani, because it's great. It is a lot of learning, it's a lot of processing as well, it's a lot of unlearning, because you know what, ne? In as much as you, okay, mangathi you, because in as much as I try not to look at or to internalize information that I come across, conversations that I have with other people, I try not to ubana ndizibeke mna kuloo position yokuthi mhlambi kwelaa khaya kwenziwa kanjeyana, so nam bekufanele ndenza kanje. No, I'm literally taking it one day at a time. I am learning izinto zomzi wam, I'm learning abantu bomzi wam, I'm learning about my new family. And obviously, guys, this will not happen overnight. Your relationship, basically. So there are things that demand questions, and I ask the relevant people, and then there's fumani questions. There are times where I don't understand why particular things are done particular ways, and now corner I ask, and into buza, guys, it's not, I don't do ne. And I think the worst position to find yourself in is uba ungayazi and not understand uba kutheni izinto zenziwa ngendlela ethile. So now personally, my journey of being umakoti, I'm learning, and it's a lifelong journey. Basically, the learning will never stop, and I am growing as well. So I'm enjoying it so far, and I think even at a point where I come across challenges, I have so many people, there's a whole community, guys, who are a part of my journey. So I don't think it will ever be a point where I stumble and then ndizivingati loss or whatever. But it's a journey it's a journey I'm embracing, it's a journey I'm learning from, and I have a whole community of amazing people to learn from, who I'm also a part of. And so yeah, that's how that journey is going. And then I remember there was another question, Eti, how did you meet your hubby? Well, there's a whole video on my channel about this, but for those of you who haven't watched it yet, we literally met in the DMs, and it's a story. And guys, I even tell it to Umapolo, and I'm like, you know, Mdanam, let me tell you a story about how I met your dad, you know? It's definitely one of my favorite stories to tell. So we met in the DMs, and um yeah, we met in the DMs, and that's how we met, and then we obviously took it offline, and this is where we are now. And then I think there was another one, Yoba, how is marriage so far? So far, so good. Taking it one day at a time. And, you know, I don't know, Bana, how other people sort of decide what I approach kanjani, but I have no experience, guys, with marriage. So it's obviously new territory. There are things that I don't know about. There are things that obviously corner information and knowledge ekoyo, but you know, I think what I've decided to do is to take it one day at a time. Akhona ndiyaziyo, and I'm here to learn, I'm here to grow, I'm here to enjoy the marriage, I'm here to enjoy umdwam, you know, my children, yonke lonto. So it's going well so far, so good. And then there was another one, how are you doing? Where have you been? Okay, so I'm doing well, doing great. Where have I been? Yo guys, you know, the first 3 months of the year were hectic. Like, there was a lot of work that I was doing. At some point I didn't take any work. I didn't do anything, and then came the wedding. We did a lot of preps for that. It was a huge task, Lando, guys. So I decided, Bana, I'll take some time out from the month of May, and it's been amazing. Like, just resting, focusing on my family, focusing on my kids, focusing on myself. Rest is good, rest is always needed, and as a result, I've used some of the time as well to work on new strategies for work, to plan for my family, to plan for the weeks ahead, and to also plan for the channel. So I've taken some time out, and I've done some resting, did a bit of admin work, which was a lot of things in between. But I just decided, let me take a break and take care of myself. And I am doing great. No complaints. I haven't been ill or anything. So that's what I have been focusing on. I think also it's very important to not be so busy. Also, guys, I think that obsession of being busy the whole time, what are you doing? It can take a toll on you as an individual, on your body, on your health, on your mental health as well. So it's very important just to take a step back and to reflect, take it easy, you know. And I can't do wrong, guys, by wanting to sleep yonke. If you need that, your body usually tells you, bah, it's exhausted, it's tired, it's time to slow down. So always, I think always take note of what your body is telling you, because if you don't, you'll find yourself in a worse off position. So that's what I was doing. I've been resting, and from the month of June, it's back to work. It's back to taking on new projects, and you'll hear all about that in due time. And then I remember this question because I found myself laughing. But how or what do you remember about the day you gave birth? Guys, I remember everything about that day. In fact, even the night before, I remember about what happened. So let me tell you guys. I remember I went to bed around 8, but switched off lights, yonke lanto, put my phone away around 9, dalala. But for some reason, I couldn't get into the actual sleeping part. Like, I woke up quite a few times to go pee, which was normal, but there was just something off ngalamini all that night. And I only started to pay attention around 4 a.m. because around that time I was going to the loo for the third or fourth time, and I'm like, no man, like I'm not completely okay, but asibone wethu, maybe it's just land where I wasn't able to fall asleep immediately. And then around 6 ndaphinde ndavuka, and it felt like ndizichamele, and I'm like, no man, kwenzeka ntoni? And I went to go and pee, like as usual. I can't. Around 7, that's when I'm like, let me just wake up. And as I shower, I just feel like, man, what's happening? Like this urge to go and pee, I barely, So I call my man, I call my husband. I tell him, hey, dude, you're doing it right. And I've just showered, so I'll just call my gynae just to let them know, but this is what's happening. And I tell her, and then she's like, no, just come through and pack your bags in case you're born, but maybe today's the day. And then I drive to the hospital, and then consult again. Through that consultation, we discover that my water had broken. So umabulu was ready to meet the world. So that's what happened, Galamini. And then obviously like admin of being admitted, the COVID tests, there was a lot. And they did lando to check the heartbeat, ndakhululwa, ndancediswa ke ngoku to get ready and be prepped for surgery. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I did a C-section, an elected C-section, by the way. And okay, had things not gone the way they did, I probably would have gone through a natural birth, but guys, I decided on a C-section, and that's it. Yeah, that's what I decided on. So that's what I remember about that day. And then I also remember everything, guys. I even remember the conversations that the doctors were having while they were taking Umabulu out. I remember everything. I even remember the time he was born. He was actually taken out. I remember everything about that day, and yeah, I'm excited because I was happy. Like it was a happy day. It was a Friday afternoon, and yeah, everything went well that day. Besides the fact that he came 2 weeks early. Yeah, so I remember everything about that day. And another one was about achievement or success or something like that, if I remember correctly. So for me, it's difficult to say what has been my greatest success or my greatest achievement. It's really difficult. It's a number of things. It's sometimes I feel like my greatest success thus far is keeping umabulu alive, guys. Like uba is it's a huge task without all that fluff with too. But yeah, like sometimes I feel it's that. Sometimes it's making sure today I took a walk, and it wasn't jalo, but I don't think I quantify success ngento zoba how much money is in the bank. Like, those things mean nothing, we bottom line, because at the end of the day, it is being able to take care of myself, being able to take care of my family, being able to do things with my family, to enjoy the time I have with my family, prioritizing. Guys, I think where I am now in comparison to where I was 10 years ago, we'd be having a completely different conversation. Like even things like feedback from a client about work done with them or for them, like that's an achievement for me. It's success. Like I don't quantify it into ezinkulu, or it's those small things because they add up at the end of the day. So yeah, basically I think those are some of the questions that I remember. I'm so sorry about that. I'll do better. But yeah, so basically, the next few weeks will be very busy with events. I'll be attending a few short courses, some workshops as well. So, what I always do at the beginning of every year, I always write down, but these are some of the things I need to improve on work wise or career wise. There are some things I want to improve on health wise, just prioritize it. And if for whatever reason I'm not able to fulfill that particular is it a goal? It's a goal. Then I make sure the following year or within unyaka wethu, from that point where I realize lena into I won't be able to do, I usually write down by a particular point I would need to have completed 1, 2, and 3. And some of these things, Angela. So like you need to go to Cape Town, you need to go to Joburg, you need to go wherever, Durban. So there's some planning. And then kube kunto zesikolo as well, some short courses or ezinye izinto that I want to start doing. So those things need planning, but I usually do that. So over the next 6 months or for the rest of the year, those are some things that I'll be focusing on: personal development, career development. There's some skills I want to learn. So obviously there's time that I need to set aside for that. So yeah. And guys, like mna, I know mhlambi mna ezam into lento social media. I'm always talking about my son. I'm always talking about baking, working, yonke lonto. So that's just who I am. And ke ngoku what I realized bana, my channel is actually a year old and I'm not too sure what I'm supposed to be doing. By is it a giveaway or into, and yes guys, like I see a lot of people give away money, they give away products, and I'm like, wow, guys. But now I genuinely don't know about what I will be giving away, or doing. Or maybe I'll sponsor something like an event, or maybe sponsor in Toklo event. I don't sponsor an event because those things are expensive. It's not child's play. Maybe it turns out one, but I'll do it when I reach 500 subscribers, and also just mash it into a one. Happy 1 year, 500 subscribers. I'll do a giveaway or whatever. I'll decide within the next few days. So I'll do that. And I think it's such an exciting thing to realize or to reflect on, because when I started, dandisoyika noshuta kukho abantu in the same space. Like my husband would sometimes walk in busy nerves, stress. But I have grown. And obviously, like I said earlier, but I want to focus on vlogging. I want to focus on maybe doing collaborations with other people, because I did say, but that is something I would do or want to do. And I didn't do anything about it. So I need to approach abanye abantu and actually do this, and feature more people on the channel besides Mabulu. And yeah, I think that's just a nutshell way to, I'm in a good space. And we've been lucky to have such great weather in East London. I'm wearing a dress today. Oh guys, winter, I hate winter. I absolutely hate winter. And yeah, that's basically it. So let me know about what have you been up to, what's new, what's news. I also want to learn how to do makeup properly, guys. I suck, but I want to make sure I know how to do brows, so I'll spend some time doing that. And yeah, so that's just basically what's been happening. And I'm hoping, have I left anything out? No. So I think I want to hear from you guys. What are we doing for the rest of the year? I know I did say I would do a video actually on the program that I did last year. I think that will be the next video, just a breakdown. And I know that applications were sent out, and but applications were open for the AWEF program, AWE program. So I think that will be my next video, and we'll talk a little bit about business and things I've learned and things I'm struggling with. So I think that will be a lovely video to do. Just also, like, sometimes work can get stressful, work can get, like, sometimes it's slow. So I think that's a lovely video just to talk about. Yeah, so I think that's what I'll do for the next video. We'll talk about business, we'll talk about programs that you can join to help you grow and develop as umdu who's starting out into the business. Look, I'm also very young in this industry of being self-employed and doing my own thing, but I've learned a lot. I have grown quite a lot as well, and I think it's we need to talk about that. So that's what I'll be talking about in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so you're the first person to know when the next video is out. And until next time, guys, goodbye.